Hi everyone, I'm audible to you. Everyone can hear me. Just anyone confirm me, is my voice, everything is like coming perfect? So, hi everyone, I hope you all are doing good. Today we are here to do a master class. So, today we will basically discuss about like a basic fashion portfolio making. How exactly a basic fashion portfolio is made. So, today master class is all about that. I hope you guys are excited for the session. So I hope you all are doing good. So first of all, before we start the session, let me introduce myself, ki who I am here. So my name is Paras. So you guys know me as a fashion illustrator, as a designer before. So I've been into this industry from last 6-7 years. I like first of all I did my fashion diploma. Then I started doing like jobs as a designer, as a merchandiser. So I have an experience of 2 to 3 years of like job. And during the COVID period, I shifted my job towards like mostly freelancing. So it's been like 4 years. I'm into the freelancing only. So I work as an illustrator. I work with the different export houses as an illustrator, as a designer. So this is what I do. And today we're gonna discuss all about like portfolio making. See, my portfolio making process, what I'm gonna teach you today is not just about what you learn into your college or what you need to just do a basic assignment work, not regarding that much. We will basically understand today is like a professional portfolio making. What exactly do you need in your portfolio when you want to apply for a jobs, when you want to apply as a freelancer? So all those things we're gonna discuss today. I hope you all are excited for the session. Shall we continue now? So my voice, video, everything is like perfect. Can you see the screen also? Like if I move the screen, everything is like perfect. Shall we continue now? Yeah, first of all, those who have joined just now, so warm welcome to all of you. Let's get started and understand how exactly we are doing this session. Okay. So now, first of all, let's discuss all about the very basic process of like portfolio. देखो, generally okay, so here we are continuing. I think now my screen and everything is like perfect, right? Okay, cool. First of all, let's discuss about what is basically your portfolio. So whatever you see on the screen, you can just try to understand that once by one. My writing is not that much good. Okay. This whatever I'm writing just for like making it more engaging for you so that you don't get bored just like seeing me. So we're gonna do the session in 2-3 segments. First I'm gonna explain you the theory part, then I will just show you my screen and we're gonna discuss few things on the screen. Apart from that, we're gonna take some questions from you guys in the last. Okay. See, portfolio process is like a long process. Today we're gonna do some basics, then we're gonna do one more session in upcoming days, then we're gonna do one more session. So we will do like 2 to 3 sessions to cover all these things. Okay. So why do we need first of all a portfolio? This is the first question like everyone's come. See, whenever you want to apply for a job or for a freelancing, so what you want to show to me, for example, if you like want to work in under like my company, for example, you want to work under a label Paris. Okay, now what I do, I work into like for example textile prints, I work into like Indian silhouettes. This is what I exactly work. Now you want to apply to this job. Now what you will do, you will send me your resume. Now what is resume? So in resume I will just get to know who you are. Okay, from where you have done like your college. Apart from that, I would know what is your experience or any internship you have done. So I get to know all the basic details about you through the resume. That is a one simple thing. Second thing, I understand second point here. I don't know how exactly you do design, what all things you have done the designing, what is your creative process, what is your design process. I don't know anything from this resume. See, resume is a half document as a designer, as a creative field, so we don't get everything like visible in the resume. So here comes a need of a portfolio. Portfolio is nothing, just a document. Okay, so it is just a document, but this document, what you see here, it's not a written document, it's a presentable files. Okay, it's a basically visual files, you can say. So if you see any magazine, so if you go and see like any kind of magazine, you can see what is there. You can see images are there, then text is there. So everything you can get clearly visible through the like images and all. So in portfolio, generally you showcase what all things you have done, these colleges, experiences, internship, design process. So all these things are visible in the portfolio. Portfolio is a document where all your work will be visible to me. First thing, I would like to know about your design process, any garments you have designed, your illustrations, all these things, whatever you've done in your colleges, whatever you've done into your job. So all these things I will get to know through your portfolio. So portfolio is a document, you get an idea. So in that we generally get all these things. Okay. Once again, so now how your portfolio should look like. So everyone got it clear now? Okay, what exactly is a basic portfolio? And why do we need this portfolio? So under a portfolio, what all major thing we should be having? What all things should be there in your basic portfolio? See, first of all, when you think about your portfolio, portfolio will get started with the cover page. So what is a cover page? Cover page is a basic document where a clear mention will be there about your portfolio, clear mention about your name, clear mention about your college, plus some creative work. What is a creative work? When you see any book cover or anything like book cover, generally for example, if I show you this is a daily planner, from the cover page only you can see what exactly this is. This is a daily planner. Okay, what all things I will find here, I get an idea. Similarly, when you talk about your portfolio cover page, so in that generally your name, your college, your little description, little bit about like portfolio, like you can mention fashion portfolio, design portfolio, illustration portfolio, your name, your college, plus a creative work. What I mean by creative work is some kind of artwork just to make your work look presentable, or you can use your illustrations, or you can use your any like stitch garments or a design. See, if I like sit in front of you and just like I'm speaking with you, nothing is visible on the screen, so it doesn't look very presentable. Now I am visible to you, my logo is visible, even this creative thing, whatever I am doing, so you're seeing, so it is making it presentable. So that presentable thing will come from the artboard. Okay, after the cover page, so there will be like 2 pages here. I will discuss this later on, what all things we will have here. Now let's get started. I'm not talking about the like layouting, what you have to put where, what you have to put in front, back. No, I'm just putting what all things should be there in your portfolio. क्या क्या actually होना ही चाहिए, सब उसके बारे में भी बात कर रहे हैं. Then there should be a design process. So those who are like listening this word for a first time, most probably you must have heard this word earlier. So what is a design process? Generally, for example, I want to design some garments. So what I take, so let's take example very simple. I have a water bottle. This is a water bottle as an inspiration. So in this water bottle, I get it, this is my inspiration. Okay. Now from this inspiration, I want to design some clothes. So what I will do from this inspiration, I will just collect few images of this. I will see about the keywords. Okay, from this image, what all things you feel. You see the shape of the image, which I can use it for my silhouettes. I can see, you can notice this bottle is having double layer. So I can use the layering effect. I can use this bottle cap, like designing some of like my top designs. There is a little texture here, so all these things comes under like inspiration. From this bottle I can do like endless number of inspiration. So this is my inspiration. From this inspiration I told you few keywords. According to that keyword I make some boards, like mood boards, where I basically decide the mood of my collection. After the mood is decided, then we basically do the rough sketching. After the rough sketching is done, then we can basically do the final illustration. So this is my design process from where I continue. It can be anything. This was just a like random example, but you can have like a lot of good inspirations. Like you can take like any painting as an inspiration, any season as an inspiration, or you can take like anything as an inspiration. You can also take like any Mughal era, or you can say like time being, or you can say, for example, you look at some images as a reference and then you make an illustration out of that. You do your designing. So you get it. What is a design process? Basic is clear. So in your design process, what all things should be there under the design process? What all thing you should add in your portfolio? There should be, starting with the inspiration board, then there should be like mood board, there should be, apart from this there can be like endless number of boards. Few boards are not even relevant to put it in a proper design process. You can use these boards to do your designing, but it should not be there. Majorly after this, what is recommended here, the client board. Client board is, for example, you're designing some clothes for me, so I'm your client. You will mention about me, my details, like for example my age factor, my complexion. You mention like what is my budget to buy the clothes. So all these things come under a client board. But this I'm telling about like myself, for example, you are doing. But for example, you are doing for a season base, or you are doing some winter wear collection. So what is your client board? So your client board will be different. So then you have to target the number of audience. For example, you target the audience, your age group of audience is like 18 to 32. For example, you target, for example, office going people. So all these things, whatever you're targeting, na group of people, so that you should mention in your client board. After the client board is done, I always prefer going for like my color board. Color board is something, whatever colors you are using in your collection will be there in your color board. So for example, bottle was our inspiration. Okay, now in the mood board I get some keywords, like I told you the keyword like green color of a bottle, the structure shape of the bottle cap. So all these things are my mood board. So these things come like decide the mood of the collection. So in my mood board, all these images will be there. This bottle images, the cap images, the color images, the silhouettes images. Not just this bottle, I can find some more relevant images towards this bottle and I will put it. Now, according to me, what will be in my client board? So this bottle collection I'm doing for a fashion show. For example, I'm doing for a group of people. I want to like target, for example, the fashion influencers, those who can wear the like designs inspired from this, like fashion influencer. I want to target 18 to 22 age group people. Okay, I want to like target the high income group people. So all these things I mentioned in my client board. Now it comes with the color board. In color board, I can take the shades of green, I can take the shades of this red, yellow. So whatever shades come under like my mood board, so I can take it. Generally in color board, colors we generally include from mood boards and inspiration board. So whatever the inspiration and mood board images we take, according to that I generally make my color board. After once I'm done with the color boarding, so then I do the storyboarding. This is optional. you can do the storyboarding or you can avoid the storyboarding. Storyboarding is just building a story about the collection, doing like whatever designing, whatever research work you are doing, you can put all these things under the storyboard. After this, then it comes with the design process, or you can call it design development. So you have done this research ki what all things should be there in your boards, what all things there should be in your collection and all. So you get an idea. Okay, now you have to do the development part, the design development. What is a design development? Design development is a process where we basically develop the designs. Generally, it comes with the rough sketches. Rough sketch is a one component. Swatches is another component. Sampling is another component. So all the samples you are doing for your designing, all the swatches you are making like embroidery, prints, anything swatches thing you are doing, and the rough sketching will come under this. After then it's come with a fashion illustration, basically your final sketches. Perfect sketches, if you do hand illustration, you can use hand illustration. If you are doing digital, so you can make a digital one. So it's not you can do only digital, you can do only hand, whatever you prefer you can do it, but it should be professionally made. Professionally, what I mean by professionally made sketches, that your sketches should showcase proper silhouette, proper colors, proper elements, proper prints, embroideries, embellishments, accessories, whatever you want to show in your garment, that all detailing should be properly visible in your final sketches. That's it. Okay, we don't talk about shading, we don't talk about a very artistic work, any face features, no, nothing like that. It should be professionally made. Whatever you make it should be properly visible. Like for example, if I showcase, like this is a one illustration, so in that you can actually see this is a fabric, you can see it's a denim fabric. This is my top, you can see where we have placed the embroideries, you can see the silhouette, so all these things are clearly visible. So this is just like a professional illustration. Okay, after your illustration is done, so we talk about first, okay, I will mark that later on. After the final sketches we are done, then there comes a flat sketches. Flat sketch, or you can call it technical sketches. What is a technical sketches and what is a flat sketch? So in the flat sketch, we generally showcase the proper silhouette, the proper button placements, pocket placements, and the stitch lines. The technical aspects of the designing is a flat sketch. Okay, for example, if you are seeing I'm wearing this black shirt, so if you make a proper illustration, then it's fine. Whether you can make a black shirt with a little bit of curves and all croaky, so that is an illustration. But when it comes to the flat sketches, you properly showcase everything. You properly showcase the collar, what will be the collar length, where we will have the stitch lines. So all the detailed work you generally show in the flat sketch. Once you are done with the flat sketch, in the last, if you are getting your garment stitch, then there should be photo shoot. Then there should be a photo shoot here. Photo shoot files. In between, you can also do spec sheets plus cost sheet. So whatever I was explaining, the stitch line where you should put stitch line where there will be collar length, all these things we mention in the spec sheet. And cost sheet is a sheet where we mention all the detailings, breakdown of the garments. Okay, how much fabric we have used, what is the cost of the fabric, what is the cost of the stitching, what is the cost of buttons, trims, whatever things we have like done the designing, so we generally put it in a cost sheet. Cost sheet, spec sheet is very important. I'm telling you it's very important. Why? Because for example, I want to hire a designer, so I don't want to hire just a designer to do the sketching. I want that designer to have a proper knowledge of a fabric, proper knowledge of the costing of things, because I want to do designing, so it's a business. It's not just about creative thing or we are designing something, we want to sell that pieces. So I want my designer to have a proper knowledge of the costing of the pieces, costing of garments, costing of fabric, costing of like labor. So all the basic thing you should have a knowledge. So basically whatever you are doing designing, for that you have to make a proper cost sheet. So this design process is clear. What all things should be there in your perfect portfolio? If you do step by step this kind of look for a portfolio design process or a portfolio project, your portfolio will look very professional from here. You guys can use a chat box to reply. I'm just watching your messages. So it's clear. Can you just write in a chat box? It's clear till here, everyone. Cool. Everyone got it till here. Okay. So for example, first we were talking about inspiration board is the first, mood board is the second, client board is the third, fourth is the color board, fifth is the basically your design process. I avoid the storyboarding, but if you keep it, so you can do 5 and 6 like this. In fifth, design development sheet. In sixth, rough sketches. In seventh, samples or swatches what you are doing. That will be the seventh part. Eighth part will be your final illustration. Then we talk about illustration, final sketches. Okay. Ninth part will be your flat sketches. Spec sheet and cost sheet will be 10th and 11th. Photo shoot will be your 12th. Like this you have to divide and you go with the series. Got it, everyone? Okay, yeah, one question we are getting, what is the difference between concept board and the inspiration board? See, concept board and inspiration board, there is a very thin line between these two concepts basically. So for example, I get an idea कि I want to design a lehenga by using floral patterns plus, for example, I want to use floral patterns plus, for example, metallic sequence. This is my concept. Okay, this is my concept, what I have in my mind. From where I got this concept? From where you got this concept? You must have seen some images. You must have imagined something. You must have find something like relevant images, or you have like seen somewhere something. From where this concept is coming, na, that is an inspiration. First comes inspiration, second comes concept. That is a basic technical language, what we talk about inspiration and concept. In simple, what you do in your colleges, what you do in your projects, it's simple. In inspiration board, you put all the images of your inspiration, whatever from where you are getting inspired, all these things you put in inspiration. And in concept board, you generally write concept behind the collection. You are doing, for example, you are doing a collection based on this theme. You are using this kind of silhouettes, you are using this kind of fabrics, you are using this kind of embroideries. So you generally write the basic details about the collection in the concept board, and in inspiration board you put all the images. That is something you actually do. What was a technical thing I told you? I hope this thing is clear to everyone. So we talk about, first thing will be the cover page. Then we talk about design process. These two things should be there in your portfolio. Okay, from starting to like once you continue with your portfolio, so these thing will be the starting. The breakdown of design process I've done for you. I hope everyone is clear with the design process. So it's not necessary to put the garments in your like portfolio if you haven't like got it stitched, so you can avoid it. But nowadays you can put your illustration on some AI softwares like ChatGPT or like other AI softwares. You can put your illustrations there and you can generate the sample AI image of your garments, and that you can put it into your photo shoot. Nowadays, so you have that help what we don't used to get earlier. Now you can imagine your design through that. Or else, if you don't use AI, you can use Clo 3D like apps, the 3D softwares. So I like teach 3D softwares as well. So using the 3D softwares, you can imagine your design into proper 3D movement, and that you can upload as a garment photo shoot. Clear? That's it. Okay. So till here, everyone is clear what all things should we have in your portfolio. Apart from that, the design process we get it, the cover pages we get it. Apart from that, what all things we can include in your portfolio? Major thing is that it's a design process. Now you will have at least 2 to 3 projects. There should be at least 2 to 3 projects in your portfolio. Like what kind of project? You can basically do your designing projects, the design process project. You can take one theme and do designing on that. There should be one commercial project. What is commercial project? Have you heard this term before? Commercial project? See, there is a 2 type of like designing. Generally we call it concept based, commercial based. Okay, what you see on the fashion shows, like you must be like, we are a designing student, so we don't feel ki what is going on the runway, it's not relevant to it, it's a market. So that we generally use for a different purpose. We generally do for some course basis or some concept basis. Any designer want to tell a story through the designing, so that comes into a concept. For example, today I feel I want to tell my story to like people, but I want to showcase my story, my struggle through the designs. So what I will do, so for example in my like design career when I started, so I don't get options to explore the thing, so then I explore the like local markets to explore the designing. So I want to showcase that kind of like my concepts to the public. So what I will do, I will design some prints of that, then I will get it printed over to the fabrics, then I will showcase on the runway. So that is my process to showing my concept to the market. Whatever you do into your colleges or in your fashion shows or in your like basic designing, so you do lot of time, like 90% of time I can say, about concepts. I see a lot of student work, like there was a one student, I don't remember the name, but she has taken depression and like social anxiety as an inspiration. Okay, for that she has designed some silhouettes like for a structure garments, and that was not relevant towards like selling to the direct market, but it was a concept was nice, the work was very good, boards, everything, design process, it was very nice. But the next thing was that she was not getting opportunities as a designer when she was looking in a market. Why? Because in her portfolio there was no commercial garments. See, we are into a creative field, we understand, we want to like have a freedom towards like explore any kind of like inspiration in the market, whatever thing, like we were taking bottle as an inspiration, you can take anything as an inspiration and you can do like endless number of design. That is the creativity we can explore, but that comes under a concept base. We can make a concepts of that now. For example, if I today use this bottle as a fabric, for example I want to use this plastic as a fabric, I can do that. that is my process. I can use this plastic, I can just get it cut, I can use it as an embroidery, I can get it cut, I can melt this fabric, whatever things are coming. So according to that, I will just flow on the fabric to build the texture, build my own texture. So this is the concept. This is very good for my portfolio. Like people will come appreciate me कि I've done something like very unique in terms of designing. Okay. But when it comes to finding an opportunity for myself, for example, I want to work on XYZ brand. That brand is selling festive wear. If I showcase my this kind of designing to that brand will appreciate. But the problem is that key brand will not hire me because in my portfolio nothing is there which can like get my like recruiter, or like you can say majorly about like designers, those who want to hire you, to understand how exactly you can design for them. That thing comes under a commercial based. See, if you are living in India, or if you are want to work towards like Indian designers, so you should be having a commercial garment. What I mean by commercial garments, which is directly sellable to the market. Okay. In this, you must be thinking ki we will design some Indian kurtis and all. No, not like that. But you can design anything. You can design like Western wear, Indian wear, casual style, festive wear, formal wear. Anything you can do, but stay in a little limits of the market. You can take any design process, you can take anything as an inspiration, but stay in the limits of market, which can be directly sellable to the customer. That is something you have to understand in the commercial garments. Okay. For example, if I'm doing any bridal wear designing, so I will do in that kind of like creativity which can be directly sellable to the people. So that is something comes under a commercial garment. Got it? So commercial garment should be there in your like portfolio. That is like necessity. Clear? Any doubts here? Anything you want to ask till here? So our portfolio got started first of all with a cover page. Then there should be index page. Index will be just content, what all things are there in our portfolio. So this can be like third page, this can be second page, or you can do vice versa. Doesn't really matter much. Then it's about context of designer or your introduction. What should be there in your introduction? I can't actually tell you what you should add in your introduction, but I can tell you 2 to 3 things what should be there in your like introduction. About just a basic about from where you belong and what from where you have done your college and all. Little bit about your personality, little bit about your design process, what exactly you like, how exactly you want to design, how exactly you want to work in the industry, what kind of opportunities you are finding. Just a little bit basic introduction. It gives a proper brief about my student, or it gives a brief about the person who want to like work under an industry. That is okay. After this, then we talk about our design project or design process. So in that we discuss about 13 slides. What can be there? If you want to do the breakdown again, so you can see here. Like 12 to 13 slides I have discussed here. So this is something you can do. Okay, after this, then we will basically have something in a commercial garments project. That also come like 5 to 10 slides. So in every design, it's not compulsory to put like each and every board. Whatever boards are relevant, like it should be there. It's a mood, inspiration, concept, color, design development, final illustration. This 6 things should be there in each and every project. You can do one thing, mood board and inspiration, you can cut down to one board only. Okay, even you can put the client board and color board in one board. If you are making a short project, so you can do like two boards and one pages as well. It's okay. But design development board should be always there. Final illustration should be always there. You can maximum shorten up the project to 5 to 6 pages, but not below that, or else it will look very clumsy. Okay, that's clear. After this, what all things should be there more? There should be some kind of client works here. Client work, internships, projects, or else college projects. For example, if you are working side by side as a student with the clients, like working through Instagram as a freelancer, so there should be proper client work. There should be proper like if you have done some internship, so related to that you can put an internship project. Or if you don't have anything, you must have done something in your college like a fashion show or some exhibitions related to that, something should be there. This builds the authenticity. देखो, आपने जो काम किया वो आपको प्रॉपरली आपने मैनेज करके करा, लाइक आपकी डिज़ाइन प्रोसेस आपने फॉलो की, गारमेंट्स डिज़ाइन किया, आपने प्रोजेक्ट्स बनाए, कमर्शियल गारमेंट्स. बट प्रॉब्लम ये आती है कि लाइक लोगों को आगे जब आप हायरिंग के लिए अपने पोर्टफोलियोज भेजते हो तो उसमें लाइक एक प्रॉपर ऑथेंटिसिटी नहीं बन पाती, क्योंकि उसमें ऐसा कुछ नहीं होता कि आपने इंडस्ट्री में काम किया है. सो आई नीड टू फाइंड दैट ऑल्सो कि दैट यू हैव वर्कड इन सम इंडस्ट्री, यू हैव डन सम लाइक जेन्युइन एक्सपीरियंस इन द मार्केट, यू हैव सम एक्सप्लोर समथिंग लाइक प्रॉपरली. Okay, so that is something we need. Okay, that comes in the authenticity. Okay, that kind of authenticity you have to build while working with the clients, while working with the internships or some college project. Something should be there which you have done as a reference of someone else, कि किसी ने और ने आपको काम दिया, उसके बेसिस पे आपने बनाया कुछ. That is something needed in your portfolio. If you don't have anything till now, from today, start looking for a designers like Instagram, start looking for a people on LinkedIn, try to do collaboration with them, try to work them. कुछ ऐसा करो कि लाइक इंटर्नशिप्स नहीं मिल रही आपको तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, आप ट्राई करो कि फ्रीलांस अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ मिले. अगर वो भी नहीं मिल रही तो आप ट्राई करो कि लाइक किसी डिज़ाइनर के साथ कोलैबोरेशन बेसिस पे काम कर लो. यू डू सम डिजिटल इलस्ट्रेशंस फॉर देम, यू डू सम डिज़ाइनिंग फॉर देम, यू डू सम रिसर्च वर्क फॉर देम, यू डू सम स्टाइलिंग फॉर देम. Just something like that you can explore in your this client work projects. Okay, so these are the major thing what should be there in your portfolio as a basic normal portfolio. And one thing more, this is something like a design development only. I'm talking again about this thing because this is something which everyone's lack about design development. Dekho, the thing is, I know you can do illustrations very well. I understand you can do your designing very well, the boards and all. But I want to understand the proper getting grounded view. For example, I want to hire someone like that. That person must have visited some markets, have actually explored the designing as a very root level. Okay, so you do one project on my behalf. I'm just saying this so for understanding this, okay, I come from a background where I have done these kind of projects to get my jobs. ठीक है, जॉब्स मिलना बहुत मुश्किल होता है, अपॉर्चुनिटी फाइंड आउट करना ऐसा लगता है. बट अगर हमारे पास वो प्रोजेक्ट्स ही नहीं है हमारे पोर्टफोलियो में जिससे कि सामने वाले को ट्रस्ट बिल्डअप हो, तो प्रॉब्लम आएगी अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ ढूंढने में. एक डिज़ाइन डेवलपमेंट का प्रोजेक्ट बनाओ, do very simple designing in that, do some rough sketch of a motif, then you do final sketch of a motif. Okay, like this, or buy swatches from market or buy some random fabrics from market, experiment your design skills and make a final product. एक final product बनाओ इस design development project में. Not properly about brainstorming and all, nothing like that. थोड़ा rooted level पे, basics level पे. बोर्ड्स को इसमें नहीं ध्यान दो. Don't work on a boards. do your research, buy some fabrics, do mix and match of the fabrics, just develop one garment of that. Or if you are into a print designing, textile designing, do some rough sketches. After that, make some final motif, get it printed on the fabric. ठीक है, कुछ ना कुछ एक डिज़ाइन डेवलपमेंट का प्रोजेक्ट करो. इफ़ यू हैव लाइक अ इनफ स्टिच गारमेंट्स, इनफ गारमेंट्स इन योर पोर्टफोलियो, देन यू डोंट नीड टू डू इट. बट इफ़ यू डोंट हैव, देन फोकस ऑन दिस एंड यू हैव टू बिल्ड दिस थिंग. गॉट इट? ठीक है. नहीं, सी, okay. So this portfolio, whatever I have discussed, I discuss about a full-time job or a opportunity when you are finding. As a designer, when you want to find some opportunities, you want to do this kind of portfolio. Okay. Now I will just give 10 minutes on another portfolio that is about freelancer. If you want to work as into a freelancing, so what kind of portfolio you can make? Okay. So you guys can reply in the chat box. Do you make do you work as a freelancing or not? Okay, few students are asking about like courses, like what exactly I teach and how exactly we teach. So we have few workshops. So this is my website. You can explore directly on Google, Paras Aneja illustration.in. So we have a different workshops here listed. So we have majorly 5 courses. So one is like digital fashion illustration 6-week batch. So in this we basically teach you digital fashion illustration plus your flat sketches. Then we have a DFM course. This is a digital fashion mastery. So this course includes fashion illustration, flat sketches, portfolio making and freelancing. So all the 4 courses we have here. Then there is a Procreate Masterclass. So if you use laptop, then you can go for 6 weeks. If you use iPad, then you can explore the Procreate Masterclass. Then there is a fashion portfolio making course. In this, you will basically understand portfolio making. So what we are doing today, this 1 hour of lecture. So according to that, this course has 13 to 14 hours of content, all about portfolio making. So abhi I will discuss what is boards, what all things we have in the boards. So in this, everything you understand, how to make different type of boards. Each and every board tutorial is there. How you can make the boards, how you can make the portfolio, what is design process, everything very depth is done in this course. This is very interesting course. Those who want to like build their own portfolio properly, you can use this workshop here. And if you don't know digital illustration, then you can go for 6 weeks. And if you want to understand illustration portfolio, then you can go for digital fashion mastery. And one girl was asking about 3D things. So 3D software is here. So this is a Clo 3D program where you learn like 3D illustration. So if you don't have garments, you want to do photo shoot, so you can use 3D nowadays. A lot of clients nowadays come up to us like they want to do the designing, then they want to understand how the garments will look after, before getting into production. They give us the fabrics, we give them the illustration, so they can actually understand how their garments will look like. So like this way we have a like couple of workshops. You can explore directly on website according to your references. Whatever you want to learn, you can explore here. Okay, so let's get back to our module, what we were discussing. Yeah, so you guys have put up your questions here. Okay, one by one, let me just go through the questions. Yeah, so few of you guys like work on the freelancing. Okay, how many of you guys want to like start the freelancing now? So let's discuss about what will be the difference when we want to work on the portfolios related to the freelancing. If you want to work as a freelancer and if you want to explore the opportunities as a freelancer, so what all things we can explore here? See, the thing is, when we want to work as if you want to explore the opportunities as a freelancer, so what all things we can explore when we want to work as a freelancer. देखो, in the freelancing basis, so we can do like couple of opportunities. I won't be taking like much time on the freelancing. What is freelancing? For this, we're gonna do like another sessions maybe in future about the freelancing opportunities. But today we're gonna discuss what should be there in your portfolio as a freelancer. Okay, what all thing you should add in your portfolio when you want to work with the. Okay, let me just get started again. Okay, cool. So first of all, when you want to work as a freelancer or illustrator or freelance designer, so what should be there in your portfolio extra? See, same things will be there, just few things will be there extra. देखो, as a freelancer, I work as a freelancer. So what all things I do as a freelancer? So generally, I take like three kind of orders. मतलब, there are like endless opportunities you can take as a freelancer, but three orders are like basic orders which I take. Studio owners or designers, you can say. Those who take custom orders, like customized garment, those who make customized garments. Those who want to like work, those who have the opportunities, those who do the customized illustration. So those people come to us, like they want to understand how exactly their garments will look like. Okay, for the garments thing, when they want to explore ki how their garment, for example, what happens now when they work with the clients now, they suggest that this is the neckline, this kind of embroidery they want to use, this kind of fabric they want to use, and after that the client gets sometimes confused because they don't have a proper images to show to the clients. So for those kind of things now, we come into a place and we work as an illustrator there. We make a final illustration for that. They are like custom garments, and according to that final illustration, they takes the order. Okay, so generally, as a basic like design, we generally charge 750 rupees to like 2000 rupees depending upon detailings of the garment when we want to work as an illustrator. So this kind of orders generally I get. Apart from that, we take the orders on the basis of like design process. Some people like design the garments and they want to start their own brand, but they don't have a knowledge of like making the final illustration, making the proper garments look. So for that also we make the illustration. So generally in this process we don't just make illustration, we make like a proper research, we make the designs, and then after like rough sketching, after doing research, then we make a final illustration. For that we generally charge like 2000 rupees per design to 5000 rupees per design. So this kind of like a design process, these kind of projects we generally get. Apart from that, designers come to us, they have the final product ready and they just want illustration to promote their brand, like a marketing kind of work. So these kind of projects also we take. Depending upon like designs, we generally charge the cost. Like rough idea about the like costing of designs goes like 750 rupees to 2500 per illustration. Like this kind of like, we generally take it. Okay, I hope this basics about like freelancing is clear to you. Okay, next thing comes here, like what all thing you should include in your portfolio when we want to work as a freelancer. So majorly, apart from like a basic portfolio, which I have explained you here, according to this portfolio, the more things what we will be having is basically some kind of client work, experiences you have to mention properly, some design projects. For example, I want to work as an illustrator, so I generally make a lot of projects about my illustration, explaining the illustration, doing some elements. So majorly your work should be highlighted more properly. That is something should be there in your basically design process. So when you want to work as a like freelancer, so these are the major things what you have to showcase properly. Got it? Till here everyone is clear about the process? So when we work as a like a freelancer, so we generally explore a lot of opportunities. Generally people come to us for a lot of different type of projects. They generally come up for like designing, they generally come up for the illustration, for a marketing. Apart from that, they generally also work into a graphic design projects where we generally do the logos of them, we generally do some detailing on the illustration. They generally give us the photo shoot files, we make like little bit cool backgrounds and all. So all those things also we can experiment when we work as a freelancer. So freelancer, we have a lot of opportunities. The main thing is that what you want to offer into your services, that thing you should properly mention in your portfolio. This is something we have in our portfolios. Got it? I hope this thing is clear to everyone. So this was a very basic introduction about like what is basic portfolio. So the points which we discussed today is about what is basic portfolio. What all things you should add in your portfolio. Apart from this, we also discuss like design process, the portfolio layouting, what all things you should add in your portfolio as a freelancer. So these are the major points we have discussed today. Okay, so today we have discussed for a 1 hour. We're gonna have this kind of session like again on Monday or Tuesday. I will update you about the next session. After the session is like done, you can actually watch the full recording on my YouTube channel. Okay, so you can explore the opportunities like this. So we're gonna do like more and more like this kind of session, and I'm gonna upload like more videos as well. Okay, so I hope till here you guys got the topic proper. And like once you're done with the like practice, once you are done with the understanding, so what all things you want me to add in the next session, once I upload the YouTube video, below there will be a comment box. So in the comment box you just add all the questions you want to understand, because the next session I gonna plan it now. So in that session I will add all the things. Okay, because this session was a small, I've just scheduled the lecture for a 1 hour only, and I think in the end it is creating some issue with the like Wi-Fi or something, because after a long time we were doing any YouTube session, because generally we do the sessions through Zoom. Okay, because the students were like extra here this time today, so that's why we put it on YouTube. But okay, nevertheless, I hope you guys have understood a lot of things in this session. Okay, those who watched properly, for like those who are watching for the first time, you can just give the comment section will be all yours. So whatever you guys have learned, share that on a comment section, and whatever you want me to include in the next session, just upload all those questions in the chat box below. And if you guys want to share these videos with your friends and with your college people, so you can share the video directly. I'm gonna do another session very soon, because there are a lot of points which I have to discuss. Abhi, I want to talk about the costing, I want to talk about layouting, I want to talk about what industry actually demand from you, and common mistakes which you should be avoiding. These are the few things which I want to discuss from like my end about the basic portfolio. So whatever you want to learn more, you can basically write in the chat box whatever you want to explore, whatever you want to learn more. Okay, I'm gonna do these kind of session very soon again. Then we will discuss how exactly the designing work, how exactly the portfolio work. And if you don't know about digital illustrations, you don't know about portfolio making, and you want to like learn properly from depth, because these kind of like live sessions we do less, but if you want to learn proper like workshop, you want to join the workshop, then we have like our own website. So I will just mention a link of my website in the description. You can explore the website after this class, or you want to like learn some like courses, want to learn some illustrations and anything, so you can just message me after the class through the WhatsApp or through my Instagram. So from there you can explore the courses. Got it? I hope you guys have learned this module, whatever we have discussed today. And apart from that, if you guys like this session, do share this session on your Instagram stories. And if you like what I do, uh, what all things I have shared, if you like these things, you like the learning experience, so do support us like through the comments below, or whatever we post on Instagram, you share those things on your stories, you do some small comments. Because if you comment something on like our post, it will take like 1 second or 2 second for you, but it will help us a lot in terms of reach, getting like more audience. So I hope you will support us like in the future upcoming, like anything we gonna post in like upcoming days. You can just support us by just doing the comments. These YouTube session we're gonna do like more session in upcoming days, definitely. Till then you can explore the video again, you can watch from starting, understand this, and then we're gonna do like more sessions in future. I hope you guys have learned something from the workshop. So once the workshop is done, I will just post it on YouTube. Then you can explore it again. You can watch it again. Maybe due to live session, sometime network issues get there. So it's okay. We are also learning how exactly this thing works. And once we are done, so you can just drop the comments below. And whatever you guys want to learn in future in next session, then you can just write in a chat box. Most probably I will do the session on Monday, most probably. Let's see how we gonna do the next session on Monday, Tuesday. I gonna update that in a WhatsApp group directly. Okay. So I'm attaching the links here, those who want to explore the website. So you can explore the website from the chat box link. Apart from that, there is a YouTube community group where we do everything on whatever we do on YouTube. So we generally share that on our YouTube community groups. So I will just attach the link of my YouTube community as well. I will just share the YouTube community group link. So from there you can explore the YouTube group. So in that I gonna upload like lot of things in future. So whatever we gonna do on YouTube, so we generally share that on this group. So you will get a lot of things, learning experience here. I hope you guys have learned this module. So we're gonna do like more sessions in upcoming. I hope you guys have enjoyed the session. Meet you in the next class one. So you can watch it here. So next we're gonna do it very shortly. If you have enjoyed, just comment below. And if you love what we do, so you can subscribe, and you can like follow us on YouTube and Instagram. So whatever we do, you can just drop a small comments there. So it will help us to like grow and like help more and more people. I hope you guys have learned this module. Meet you in the next session.